The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
I just met the most marvelous bunch of niggers. the most marvelous bunch. You get him?
The Shadow People, featuring Nigel Hall.
That's the sound of losing brain cells. I've lost many myself, and I know what they sound.
And Derrick, Smoker Freeman.
Musicians that don't like to talk about themselves are called performance artists.
Coming to you live from the Shadow Box.
All right, y'all. We're here. The Shadow People. Episode 2. We made
it. I can't believe it. After that first episode, boy.
We did it.
Man, you'd be surprised how much reaches people.
We had some feedback.
We By the way, had some feedback.
Please reach out to us. Email us at shadowpeoplepodcast@gmail.com. That's right.
We're gonna put the thing.
Cool. We'll put it on
the thing so you can
Make
see.
sure you email us with your questions.
Yeah,
and,
questions
because we got answers.
Yeah, questions and comments. You know, just
not really comments.
Just don't be. Well, I mean, they gonna comment anyway. They always do, and they always will, and we encourage that. You know, we just encourage you just to just be respectful to the people that just be respectful. That's all. You know.
Okay,
What's
cool.
up, bro? How was your week?
Man, my week was great. When was
it the last time we was in? Was it a week ago?
It was before Thanksgiving because I've been to California and back since we last had the podcast.
Man, that's beautiful. Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
Had a great
with your
time.
People?
Great time.
That's good, man. That's good. I bet you was glad to get out of here.
I was with my girl and her family. We had a great time.
Yeah.
Chilled out. I had a lot of hot tub time.
Hot tub time.
They climbed the mountain. I didn't do none of that shit. But it was nice. I could see it from the hot tub. It was lovely.
You could see them climbing up the mountain from the hot tub. But it'd been funny if you could actually see them because they saw you.
But I did see the medevac.
Imagine if they saw you.
But I saw the medevac helicopter coming while they was up there.
Oh, and you got concerned.
I got a little concerned.
Yeah.
But everybody was.
But they all made it back. They might have been breathing hard, but they,
Cool. Anyway,
they did. That's good. I had a good week.
How was your Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgiving was good.
Did your son come in town?
No, he ain't gonna be here. He'll be here. What's the day?
It doesn't matter.
It don't even matter what day it is. He's not here yet. He'll be here on the 20th of December. So I'm looking forward to him coming down. If we shoot a podcast, maybe we'll have him in. I don't know. We'll see if he act right, which he will. I had a great time. I had a great time with my wife and her family and my man Ron Johnson, who is a amazing bass player.
Ron motherfucking Johnson,
aka Rojo.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my man, and we've known each other for 20-25 years going on, and we used to play with the Warren Haynes band together. He came and hung out with us. So I wasn't the only black person there this year, so that made me feel good. But yeah, we had a good time.
It's like Jam Cruise all over again.
Well, it's me and like a couple of them, But no, it was cool. It's crazy because I'm on this diet right now, and I've been really working on like losing weight and trying to get myself together, mentally and physically. And it was hard to be there and not eat like I normally would, but I exercised great discipline this year, and I felt good about it. I did take home the Junior's cheesecake, though. I do have a Junior's cheesecake from Brooklyn in my refrigerator that I fight every day to not eat. I don't know why. But I'm trying. So
you on Diddy's gift list, or how'd you? I'm just asking how you got to.
God damn, for real? Damn, you went immediately.
Sorry.
There. Okay, if that's what we
you
doing,
can just order them online.
It's fine. You can order them online, bro. Shit, this nigga.
My bad. Anyway,
it's beautiful. I think it's great.
I
think it's great. It's great. It's not too soon. We can drop all the Diddy. Cool. There's going to be a lot of no Diddies today.
Well, speaking of too soon, it might be too late because we got to. No. because we're gonna run it down. We gotta. Initially, I was gonna let it go because it had already been happening,
right?
Months before we started this podcast. But now we gotta talk about Drake.
Oh,
I don't want to. I really don't want to. But
well, you go ahead and
I'm just
tell me what you think about it, because I got my own thoughts as well.
Now I don't want to. I understand.
This is some bullshit.
Right, exactly. I mean, look, I understand he's suing UMG or whatever. It's about his money. It's cool. Whatever. But I'm just saying, bruh. Look, man. Kendrick, shit is hot. The shit was hot. Shit is hot. Like, you wasn't
and
like,
there's no denying it.
Like,
and that's
I don't even think the tracks you made during the battle is still online anymore. It's not even part of the discussion.
No.
Like, I don't even remember the tracks you made.
Everyone
has
forgotten. Everyone has forgotten. I think, and didn't it go like, it was like they went track for track at one point. They was
going track for track.
It was like 5 tracks. And then there you go. And then the final nail was put in the coffin, and that was it. And I don't think that people realize, and I don't think Drake realizes, that this has become a cultural slogan now because of it. It's bigger than even Kendrick, I think.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And there are people that try to argue. Bro, let me tell you something. Do you remember? Okay, let me ask you this. I'm gonna start with this question. Do you remember where you were and what you were thinking the first time you heard "Hit 'Em Up" by fucking Tupac? This nigga started the whole joint with, "You probably motherfucker, I fucked your bitch."
I was probably
and wasn't even no music.
Right.
Then the music started. You know
I
what I'm saying?
I was actually touring back then, like with like rap groups and shit. So I kind of remember exactly when it happened.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, actually, we saw Tupac.
We saw
Tupac at the House of Blues. He performed that song, and it was a banger.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Now think about that, and think about the fucking this whole debacle, and not to mention the courtroom is now involved, I think, bro. And this is really gonna make me sound like a fucking old man, bro. And I know that, and I don't fucking care anymore because I am old. Okay, I'm old enough to know remember when hip hop used to be a thing where you could do a battle track or a diss track, and you just had to come with something harder. You remember? Oh, you remember the LL Cool J Cannabis?
Well, what about? I remember.
Shit.
I remember Cool Mo D and LL Cool J.
Mo D and LL had beef with everybody.
Yeah.
Yo, that nigga was crazy. But like, I remember days when that's what happened, and a lot of times, usually, if they felt like they couldn't come with something harder, you would get knuckled down at the tunnel or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And then eventually, the whole Biggie Tupac shit, it ended up, rest in peace to both of them, because they suffered some shit. Hopefully, so that the younger generation wouldn't have to.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna get murdered as a result of this. I don't think
nobody's gonna get murdered because of this.
Well, but this is the thing.
But the whole, you don't bring the courtroom. You don't go to a fucking lawyer. That's some light skin shit.
Drake,
I ain't gonna lie.
Look, Drake showed how small he was from the jump. Like,
shout out to light skinned people. I got a lot of light skinned people in my family. I love everybody.
Yeah, we're not. No colorism.
No, ain't no
only
colorism.
when necessary.
I'm just saying, it's
slightly necessary
right now.
Anyway, Drake was out of pocket from the jump because first of all, he was trying to come for Pharrell. He's showing how small he is. I'm like, Pharrell, Pharrell's level. Pharrell's on like Quincy's level. That's a different. Yeah. He's not thinking about you and your rap beefs and buying his chains and all this stupid shit. Like, you let that go, bro. Like, you ain't got the prowess them people got.
Right.
The hits they done made, the the impact he's had,
Right.
Pharrell has had just on the music industry as a whole.
You got
much less the hip
streams,
hop
bro. You
music.
got streams.
And
You
it's
think
like
streams.
It's like you just showing how small you
These
are trying to come
motherfuckers
for these
had
people,
hits.
and then Kendrick just inherited the beef because why not? I mean, Pusha T inherited. Pusha T killed you.
Basically.
Pusha T killed you.
And then why
Out
would
of
you
your
go-
whole illegitimate son, the whole thing.
Yeah. Damn. That's right. I forgot he said all
and,
that
and
shit.
this the part too that tripped me out. You trying to come at Kendrick about defamation, but you said that man was a woman beater. You said that man beat his wife. Mm-hmm. Right? You see what I'm saying? He could have came at you for that. And he didn't respond because he know that's not true. Your response, see, what's the saying?
Yep.
You showing a lot. Like thou thus protest too much, Drake.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the man never dropped it. Nobody said Drake's a pedophile. That line is not in the song.
Right.
No, it was implied. We all know he's talking about
implied. Yeah.
you. But that's besides the
I just
point.
think it's crazy. And
but like he don't have to. It don't. The shit he say about you don't have to be true. It's a rap battle. I'm gonna
Right.
go low. You coming low. We going low. I'm gonna hit you hard.
You
I mean,
go
you where it
low, we
hurts.
going to the
And
fucking
he knew that
floor.
nerve to hit because you got a lot of nerve.
And then the result of all of that was a cease and desist or defamation of character lawsuit, which is some real bitch shit. You know, I saw this thing online the other day, who my man who do Drink Champs? I can't think of his name right now. Who do Drink Champs? Noriega.
There you go.
Yeah, Noriega.
Oh yeah, with Mace and
when he was talking about beef, he's like, "Don't bring the courtroom, bro. Just come see me outside, bro. If it's like that, come see me outside, bro." Yo, just the way he was talking, I should find that clip and send it to you so you can put that shit up there because that shit is funny as fuck, bro.
Oh, there was
Yeah,
some.
man, that was-
I mean, it's funny. He's preaching. There was some. Not Styles P, but what's his face? The other guy from the Locks, my boy.
Yeah, I know you talking about. I can't think of his name either right now. Fuck, what's his name? I know you talking about.
Damn it!
The real gruffy ass nigga.
Yeah, we got.
Yeah.
I gotta look
Yeah.
it up. So we just gotta just edit.
Yeah, we just gotta look it up.
No, because he was his fucking video with Noriega. Wait. Jadakiss.
Jadakiss, yeah, like the nigga. Yeah, Jadakiss.
Anyway, I was watching a clip of Jadakiss on talking to Nora, and he was talking about how like when they first met each other, like Jada was a bunch of dudes, like his crew or whatever.
Oh, with the dap?
Yeah. He took the dap back.
He was like, yo,
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway,
I'm gonna start doing that shit. They'll be like, oh, no, I don't know you. I know, actually, no, I'm not gonna start doing that shit.
but anyway, I don't understand Drake's. I don't understand what the end game is. Like I understand you suing your company for because you think they. But anyway, but like it's all about leverage too. Like you gonna try to sue them while you down? Like why are you supposed to do that when you hot? Like Kendrick hot right now. They didn't. Whether they inflated his numbers or not, they inflated yours too for decades.
Yeah.
So what is he talking about?
I just don't know what he expects to prove.
What's the
from
end
taking
game?
him to court? Like I don't. And also,
Half of us
this is
already thought you
still-
was a bitch.
Yeah.
Now you were trying to get the people
Now
who was-
you've confirmed. You've confirmed that you're a bitch.
I mean, all right, okay. Full disclosure, I never liked Drake.
I never
Years
liked him
before
either.
the beef, so
Yeah.
I don't. So my shit is definitely tinted and tainted my point of view because I'm not. I was never for
Yeah,
Drake. I was never.
right.
I never loved. I never liked any of his music.
Mm-hmm.
I never cared for him as a person or whatever he stood for. He's a terrible actor. All that. I don't like Drake.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I'm not the right person to really make this argument because I'm always going to be team Kendrick if it's about them two.
Right.
And probably team whoever Drake is versus really if it's at this point. I just don't, So and
It could be Drake versus Danny. And we be team
Yeah, but, like,
Danny
Danny's
all
more
day,
hip-hop.
bro.
I can prove
Danny's
it. I
more
seen-
hip-hop
I can
than
tell you,
any of
yeah.
these motherfuckers out here, bro. I ain't even gonna lie.
I'm nice. So I'm not even.
Shout out to the DA, assistant DA.
I don't care about Drake. So I don't want to.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think that it's just all really hilarious. And yes, it's hype, and yes, it's that's just what it is. But there are many people who have taken this and made it much bigger than what it is. And then Drake taking him to court or attempting to take Kendrick to court has just confirmed everything that everyone has thought about him from the jump. And again, like I said, the whole not like us thing has now become a cultural thing. Now, what I do want to say, though, is
They're talking about making it a California state motto, by the way.
Lil Wayne has, and listen,
Respect to Lil Wayne.
respect to Lil Wayne, but Lil Wayne is talking about, battling Kendrick.
No.
Or and I don't see it happening. But if it did happen, Kendrick. I want to shout.
First of all, Kendrick has too much respect for Wayne.
Number one, because he already said that. He's already said that.
Right.
So it's pointless to even do. But I think at the core of Kendrick, because, and this is one of the reasons that I really respect Kendrick, and this is why really even people who haven't paid attention to that Drake Kendrick battle go with Kendrick, because they respect him as a human being and what he does for himself. He keeps himself mentally and spiritually fit. You know what I'm saying? So I really think that if there was a battle, I mean, you got to understand, Wayne, much respect to Lil Wayne, but he ushered in the Fiend era. You know what I'm saying? And he started all of this shit with these niggas drinking lean and this, that, and the other, and just this deplorable behavior amongst black people. And then you wonder why we act the way we do, because the people who are supposed to have a platform and help, just like I was talking about in the last episode, there was a time when we was all together and you saw it and you heard it. You know what I'm saying? And this is just a prime example of how important this is to people, to other people. When they see you doing something, it's important to set an example or set some type of example where, stand on business, stand on what you believe in. You know what I'm saying? But you got children looking at this shit. You got children growing up. And then you got all these other little niggas, this little this, little that, and these motherfuckers got, and they can't even complete fucking sentences when you try to talk to them. You hear them in interviews. You know what I'm saying? And so what Kendrick has done is this man got to fucking get the fuck out of here, right, bro. This man goes to therapy. This man talks about therapy and talks about how important it is to him and what it's done for him. So I think that if there was ever a Kendrick and Wayne battle, I really think Kendrick would win it just on the strength of him being the type of person to just break you down with love. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could fully see it happening, and I can just it's my dad was a minister.
Man, this is the thing. This is the thing. Wayne right now is Michael Jordan on the Wizards, and I'd be like, Wizards Michael Jordan trying to go one-on-one against Prime Kobe or Prime.
I know, but don't disrespect Michael on the Wizards.
I'm just saying. Like, no, he was still an all-star.
I was there for that.
He was still an all-star, but I'm just saying it's not necessary.
He was still scoring.
But you the GOAT, it's not necessary. It would be beneath Wayne to battle Kendrick, is what I'm saying. It's not necessary. That'd be
you think so?
Yeah, that'd be like Jay-Z battling J. Cole. Like, I mean, J. Cole might eat him up too. Probably would, but that's not. It's a Wayne. You're elder. Wayne's an elder like us. You need to young boy play young boy games. And Drake ain't young neither. Actually, thinking about it, he ain't no spring chicken. Neither him nor Kendrick actually. But that's why it's kind of nonsense for him to. It's like, if you want to be a rapper, dude, this is part of it.
I just think,
you know what I'm saying.
I just remember an era where, shit used to not be like that. Like, that's not like the shit that I see. Some bitch ass niggas, bro. Some real bitch ass niggas, man. And thoughts and prayers.
And look, it's a shame too, because Toronto's not soft. Now, Toronto's not Compton.
Yeah.
But Toronto's not soft, and Drake putting a bad name on Toronto. And
you seem to know a lot about Toronto.
To the real ones in Toronto.
Yep,
We see
shout
you.
to Toronto.
Drake doesn't represent you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, again, I would like to see better.
Yeah.
I would like to see people do better. And this is hip hop, and this is a part of hip hop, and it's good. The good part about it is that it's being preserved to a degree where this type of shit can still happen, and hopefully without someone getting seriously hurt. But at the same token, it's hip hop, bro, and you got to come harder than a court case. Because now you got a scarlet. Now he's got if he didn't already have one, he has to wear a scarlet letter, and I don't see nothing coming out from him anytime soon. And if it is, I can guarantee it'll be laughable, because all his other shit is laughable anyway, really. But then you're talking to somebody who don't listen to nothing past 1982. So
There's that part.
So there's that.
Okay. Well, that was fun.
I'm just saying. I mean, it's a thing, man. It's a real thing, and it's part of the evolution of music, or what is the opposite of evolution? De-evolution.
No,
Right?
Sure.
We could just say
Maybe
that. You said
disillusion.
homogenized people last
Exactly.
week, so it's the evolution of music and the de-evolution of music
And
at the same time.
The dilution of music
The
is
dilutedness
Right,
of
that's what
music
it is.
also. And I was explaining to my son the other day, like, it is, everything changes by the second, and you have to just be fucking aware of what's going on. And I feel like, the youngins haven't done their real research, but at the same time, they again, time is moving. We done seen all of this shit happen, and ain't none of them seen it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it all goes back to that whole GOAT debate about LeBron and Jordan and shit like that. And you always hear about the people who were talking about LeBron. They much younger than us, and they never saw on live television Jordan fly over a whole fucking team. Every time he went through the hole, they never saw him win them 6 championships. So all they got is YouTube. And you can't trust nothing you see online right now, because you don't know whether or not it's AI. They had a motherfucking picture of just some random ass black dude on the floor with a bass and a drink, and they said it was James Jameson.
Yeah, I saw that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you just figure any fucking nigga, and you could tell it wasn't him because the bass he had was a goddamn. It was a PJ combo, which they didn't make.
I saw that picture.
Like, what the fuck is y'all doing? So they grow up in this age of misinformation, where they just got they got AI that they tell everything. They can't tell the difference between AI and real shit, and we were there. So I just think it's a thing that people need to really, really do their research. And if you're going to step to somebody on the microphone, come correct. Because look, I still watch them rap battles that they be having, when they got all them niggas on the stage and it ain't no beat. It's just them and the microphone. And I hear bars, bro. I still hear bars.
Wilding out or whatever.
Yeah. I know bars still exist, and I know it's still people coming with bars, bro. But this is some real bullshit that I'm seeing right now, and also it's the fault of the record labels, and it's the fault because all they give a fuck about is the money and what this is going and what's going to sell and this, that, and the other, and they're not listening to what's being said because there's really nothing being said. You know what I'm saying? So, if I say anything more, I'm just still gonna sound like an old man complaining. Mm-hmm. But I'm basing this off of what I see. This is actual facts that I'm looking at and I'm seeing, and I'm basing my opinion off of that. So, we'd like to hear your comments. But yeah, that's what that is. So,
I mean, we've all had to do, live shows with rappers, and there's a lot of rappers who are musicians. I don't want to take away
And
from them.
you can always tell.
You can tell.
You can always tell.
I'll just leave it there. You can definitely
You can
tell.
always tell.
Anyway.
Jay Dilla was a musician.
Exactly.
And you could always tell because when he rapped, like when he spit, his flow was so in the pocket. Like, you know, his flow always matched his beats, you know? And I really miss that. I will say that one of my favorite hip hop records of this year was the Common and Pete Rock record. God damn.
What was it? Because it was nostalgic record. Exactly.
Woo, that shit brought me back to fucking Soul Survivor, Enigma, Keith Murray,
Resurrection.
Resurrection.
Yeah.
That shit. And Common came with some shit. And there was a lot of motherfuckers talking shit about Common doing them Gap commercials and said he sold out.
But Common's a real musician, though.
But Common is a real musician, and Common still got them bars and went in there with a legend, Pete Rock, and made one of the greatest hip hop records ever. I'm gonna say, and like in terms of the shit that I listen to, this is my list. This list don't apply to everybody else. This is the shit that I like and I listen to. And if you have an opinion, that's great. But the shit that I like, it's definitely in my top 10. That record is in my top 10 for sure. When
I love
that shit
it, yeah.
first came out, I did not stop listening to that record.
I mean, I've been on the old rapper train for a while. Like, old rappers are just better. Like, even like, you know, just not even talking about records, just performances. Like, you know, Kendrick has some great performances this year. And I don't consider him an old rapper, but he's not a baby. But like, look at Scarface Tiny Desk. Look at Juvenile's Tiny Desk. You know what I'm saying?
Killed that shit.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But that's like two of the best rap performances I've seen all year.
And had the homies in the band too,
Right.
so that was dope too.
That's what I'm saying.
Let me ask you this though, just your honest opinion. What do you think about Kendrick doing the Super Bowl down here in New Orleans?
Okay. My opinion.
Tell the truth.
My opinion, which may not be popular, is that it's appropriate. It's just how the Super Bowl works.
What you say, man?
I mean, yeah, Kendrick is next in line. If you look at it, I mean, since Jigga took over, right? They had Rihanna, right? And Rihanna's not from Philly. She never lived in Philly. I mean, where was that Super Bowl? It doesn't matter. Wherever that Super Bowl was, she wasn't freaking from there, right?
Yeah.
And then they had the one in Inglewood, you know, with Dre and Snoop and them, but that was a rare occurrence that they actually had. And part of that was because, you know, the Rams, I guess, was in the Super Bowl. And I guess it was kind of like Jay-Z's coming out parties.
Weren't the Rams at the Super Bowl in their
No, maybe that was
homes?
Tampa. Tampa was at the Super Bowl in their home.
I feel like
Somebody
yeah,
was.
something, yeah.
I think it was Tampa.
Yeah.
Anyway, the point is, the performer usually has little to do with the city. It just so happened that the one year was in Inglewood, it was Dre and Snoop and all them, but it doesn't really happen like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And yeah, again, no disrespect to Wayne. Wayne is not the type of performer that can do a Super Bowl performance because it has to be very detailed, calculated, rehearsed, and on point. Wayne's gonna do some shit off the cuff, which makes him Wayne.
Right.
But that's not what you could do for a Super Bowl performance. It has to be timed, calculated, super rehearsed, super intense. And Kendrick has proven
that he can do that
with his award show performances, his tour performances. It's just a different type of performer.
Yeah.
He's made for the, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, for example, like, do we think Bruno Mars is a better R&B artist than Raphael Sadiq? Of course
Absolutely not.
But Bruno Mars is made for the Super Bowl. Sadiq, not necessarily.
Right.
That's
exactly.
what I'm saying.
Exactly.
So it's not, you know.
And that's the price you pay for the artistry that you make.
Yeah.
So, you know, you have to be comfortable with that also, because there are pros and cons that come with that as well. You know what I'm saying? People see one thing and think it's that, and it's not.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what's going on up there, boy.
And also Jay-Z's gonna make sure he also gets paid. Like Rihanna's one of his artists. Like he ghostwrote Dre and Snoop. You know what I'm saying? He did songs with Kendrick. So I mean, he did songs with Wayne too, but it's not the same. Wayne just not a Super Bowl artist. It's just a different. That's all. It's not his wheelhouse.
Well,
this shit's made for Kendrick. Kendrick's gonna kill it. I was at the Grammys and saw Kendrick's Grammy before. I saw that live.
Yeah.
And that's one of the best things I've ever seen in my entire life. So I give it up to Kendrick.
Yeah. Last time I was
Not really to the Grammys, but I give it to Kendrick.
Last time I was at the Grammys, I got to see Chick Corea play. And he played a mini Moog solo. And Jamie was sitting next to me.
We saw him at
he started. I jumped up. I was like, what?
We saw him in
That was all right, man. Shout out to Chick Corea.
we saw him at the North Sea Jazz Fest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Danny, were you back there? Yeah, we're backstage.
Yeah.
And Bobby McFerrin was blocking me from seeing Chick
like,
Corea.
oh, shit.
And I was like, all right, Bobby, can you?
He was trying to say the Cosby Show.
Right,
thesis.
right. Yeah, we saw Chick Corea.
Oh man,
that was killing.
When I was at the North Sea, I played out there with Cleary one time, and man, we got done, and George Benson was playing. I was like, I got to go see George Benson, and I literally ran to this place. And it was just George singing on the microphone, and he did not have a guitar in his hand, and he did not pick up that guitar the whole night until the end of the show, and he played it for like 5 minutes, and I was so disappointed. Cause shout out to George Benson, by the way, cause he just had a birthday, and you know
he's still here.
He's still here. And any guitar players that are watching should go on Reverb and check out the collection because he's selling all his guitars.
Oh wow!
Yeah, he's selling all his guitars. He said he went in the closet and the guitars just fell out. He's like, all right, I gotta go on Reverb and sell them. So yeah, go if y'all some real George Benson fans and you got some money, because I can guarantee it ain't gonna be no bidding on that. It's gonna be buy it now.
Yeah,
and hopefully you already live out in LA so you can go and pick that shit up, because shipping that motherfucker will be.
Ooh, that's amazing.
Oh, I'm telling you, yeah.
All right.
Let's
take a break.
Yeah, take a break.
And then,
we're gonna take a short pause.
Shift gears. We're gonna come back and talk about the Saints and the Pelicans.
Oh Lord. Oh God, really? Okay, I guess so. We'll see you in a minute. And we're back. We're back. We are the Shadow People. I'm Nigel Hall.
Derrick Freeman.
And we're back. And we are glad that you're tuning in. We had a great first episode, and we made it to episode 2, and we are also surprised. So
yeah, we appreciate your comments.
And we appreciate your comments, and we appreciate your views. And
some of y'all. We'll get to that.
Yes, yeah, we'll get to that later. But
so
now we.
I'd like to preface this by saying that
please,
Louisiana is a great sports state. New Orleans is also a great sports town,
and the people also.
The people
are what make it
great. Yeah. But these teams. Now, the teams are sorry. They're sad.
This year,
they're sorry. They're sad. Now I got my Saints take is slightly different from my Pelicans take, because I mean, the Saints being sorry is okay. We Saints fans.
Is it really though?
We Saints fans. I'm gonna tell you why. We Saints fans were used to that, and also every real Saints fan knew that when we won a Super Bowl, that was it, and we all good. We all good with that.
Damn.
I'm just telling you. It's just you've been here. Most of your time here was during the Drew Brees time, which is was an admiration for the Saints.
Actually here the day the Saints won the Super Bowl. I was here in New Orleans.
We were all here. We had a good time.
Yes, we did.
So this is the thing. I've been going to Saints games a long time. Now we had a bunch of Billy Joes. We had Chris Everett. We were very excited when we got Jeff Blake.
Wow, a name
that's probably the most excited I've ever been as a Saints fan. We got Jeff Blake, and I remember the first game of that season. We had Ricky Williams. We had Jeff Blake. The Saints
Ricky Williams,
were down by 4 points with like 4 minutes left, and they had to do a 98-yard drive, and they did it. Ricky Williams scored a touchdown, and I believe that was the first time that ever happened in Saints history. That was in the freaking like late 90s. You see, so it's not like. Mediocre is the way of that. And the thing is, the fans, it's not going nowhere because it's not really about the football. Have you been going? Saints games ain't really about the football team. It is sometimes when they're good, but when they're not good, it's still a thing.
Have you been going as long as they've been putting the bags over their head?
I went to a few bad games.
Did you go to those
I went to some bad games back when we had the Billy Joes. Yeah.
See, here's my take on all of this. Right.
First
now.
of all, we thought Aaron Brooks was
a.
a real quarterback. This is how tainted we were as football fans. We convinced ourselves that Aaron Brooks was a real quarterback and he was going to get us to the playoffs, which he actually did. But what I'm saying is,
how long ago was that?
That was 99. Oz Hakeem fumbled the punt return.
Man, that was 25 years ago.
Somebody named Milne scored the touchdown.
Who? You said somebody?
So, and I remember, the days of Joe Horn with the phone and shit, and we had Dante Stahlpepper as Buddy D used to go.
Who was the Dante Stahlpepper?
Yeah.
Wow, that's great.
But
who was the coach that came out that time and said, we just fucked up?
That was
who was the guy?
That was Jim Moore.
Yeah,
we couldn't do diddly squat.
I love him, man.
Jim Moore is the best.
I love that clip. They always, because they play it every Sunday. We just
couldn't do diddly squat.
We couldn't do diddly squat. Oh,
exactly.
Man, that shit is crazy.
So I'm okay with this. That's football. I'm okay with the Saints, and we might be good again someday. It doesn't matter. The point is, the Saints are a staple to here. Now, as far as the Pelicans go, this is my opinion. I think we should let them go. Let St. Louis have them boys. Or Seattle.
Wow.
Put us out of misery. You know what we need? We need a G League team.
Wow.
I'm going to tell you what. We get a G League team, we can ball the fuck out. We can get some $20 fucking courtside tickets.
Wow.
We can ball out like true New Orleanians. Or, I say this, get us a WNBA team and get Angel Reese, get Flo J. Johnson and all them. And then, you can get 5,000 people in the arena at night
I don't
sell
know
it
that
out.
I agree with you on that.
But I'm just saying, trying to maintain a 17,000 person arena, right, to fill up, to make the money, to make the revenue, to make it make sense. We have to be a perennial all-star. We have to be a perennial playoff team for that to happen.
Get rid of the team, and then you don't have. Then now that place is fucking vacant and open.
No,
like that building that's down the street.
We get a WNBA team
that fucking is falling apart right now.
We get a team that we can support. You get a WNBA team. All the families can still go and bring their kids. It'll still be a lot of fun. But your expectations is 5,000 people a game. We can sustain. I don't think we can sustain 17,000 people without a winning team. See what I'm saying? We can support a winning basketball team.
You gotta let them motherfuckers go. Boy, send them to St. Louis. God damn.
Send them to St. Louis. Them boys deserve it.
That's crazy. Seattle,
they deserve it.
I can't. Yeah, man.
They can support it. I love the Pelicans too. I love the Hornets. I was in the house band for the Hornets. Yeah, it was a shameful experience.
That's just real. That's just crazy to hear come from you.
That's a different take. Just send them boys to St. Louis. Make everybody, crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what we're doing. I mean, we broke up the core of the team to pay Brandon Ingram, and then we didn't pay Brandon Ingram.
There's a lot going on that's just weird.
So what are we doing
now? Yeah, that's just some weird shit. And
they have the same amount of wins that the Saints have right now, by the way. 4.
What?
They have the same amount of wins that the Saints have right now, by the way.
4?
4.
Are you serious?
Serious.
Wow. Yeah, let them motherfuckers go there. All right. I guess I agree with you there.
Anyway, that's
but I will say that me not being originally from New Orleans, I'm originally from Washington, D.C.
So you support the Commandos again, or what? The Commodores?
The Washington Commodores? That's what we should have been, was the damn. Nah, man.
I like the Washington football team.
I'm going to say this. And this is also a different take, but I'm going to say this. As someone who is from Washington, D.C., the way that I am, I love New Orleans, and I'm not going nowhere. Like, I plan to live here, and I plan to be here, and I'm a huge part of this culture, and this culture is a huge part of me. But the reason I am here is because I'm from D.C., and it's there's a lot of similarities between the two, i.e. football teams, with the exception of the fact that the Redskins, and I say the Redskins because real fucking Washington football fans will always call them the Redskins. I know that's not popular opinion, but hey, if you're not a Redskins fan, you wouldn't understand. So I'm going to refer to them as the Redskins, not the Commanders or the Commodores, rather. But I will say this. I grew up watching them win. I got to see them win the Super Bowl twice. And from then till the time that I moved here, because you remember when I first moved here, I was in full Redskins regalia every Sunday, and motherfuckers looking at me like, what the fuck is you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But my argument was always, we got 2 more rings than you do, so stop with that. And I will say that I switched to be a Saints fan during the Drew Brees era, and you know, we've seen how that played out as what we're dealing with right now, and I'm used to this.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That I said all that to say is that I'm used to all of this. But I will say this is I had a talk with my man Alfred. Shout out to Alfred Jordan, Jr.,
Fredo,
one of the greatest drummers of all time, and my homie. I was talking to him about it because we both were sports enthusiasts also, and he was like, so because the Commandos are winning right now.
Yeah.
And
you can jump back on ship. Nobody will be mad.
Yeah, but look,
Right.
what I said is I was like, nah, man, I need to finish this year out with the Saints. I just need to, because I really feel like it's some bitch shit halfway through the season.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? That's some real hoe shit. And I'm trying to do the least hoe shit as possible.
Now I'm rooting for the Commandos in the playoffs, though.
If they go to the playoffs, that's what it's
my
gonna
team.
be.
That's my team.
There ain't gonna be nothing else to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I can't, in good conscience, go jump ship back to Washington. Although I received many signs from God. Let me tell you about this. I was on the plane home from was it Halloween? I think it was Halloween. I was on the plane home. And this was during the time that Taylor Swift was getting ready to play at the thing. So I'm on the plane with a plane
Full of Swifties.
right? And I'm sitting on the plane. I'm like, God damn. Well, I'm glad this is Atlanta to New Orleans. I'm going to just take a quick nap. I'm going to be home. And I see this tall black dude walking back. He's walking in the back. And as he's getting close, I'm like, that motherfucker look mad familiar. And then the nigga came and sat right down next to me. I was sitting on the aisle. He's sitting on the other aisle. Guess who it was? Doug fucking Williams.
Wow.
Bro. It was fucking Doug Williams, bro.
So you had to say something.
Bro,
Huh?
I was like, bro, what the fuck? I was fucking bugging, bro. I was for real bugging. And he was the coolest ever. And I was like, I hope you don't get mad when I fall asleep and start snoring, because I don't care who you are. I'm going to sleep on this plane, because that's just how I do. So if it was a sign, I felt like it was a sign from God. Shout to Jaden Daniels, because he is doing tremendous work.
Love Jaden Daniels
as a quarterback for Washington. I'm psyched to see them finally having a winning record, although they blew that fucking game against Dallas the other day. God damn. I called my uncle, and I should not have called him, because I knew he was going to be pissed. And I just knew he was going to have something to say. And that motherfucker kept me on the phone for an hour. He was drunk too. I said, God damn, I should not have done that. But whatever, man, you know, go Skins.
So you're so see, you sound like a real Saints fan. I'm proud of you, because that's what we here. We who that's for life. That's what it is.
I'm just saying. Like I've gone through this. I've gone through this for fucking years, bro. You know who I really feel sorry for? Knicks fans.
Because they're delusional too.
Because they
Saints fans are not delusional. Realists. We are realists. We know what we got.
Slightly. I'm not gonna say slightly, but you know, one thing that Knicks fans have also taught me is that you have to have faith in your team. You have to. You can't just walk off and go about your day at halftime, as bad as you want to sometimes. Like I have a really close friend of mine, shout to Schmeens, who's a Knicks fan, and I watch him every time the Knicks play, and he's either very, very happy or very, very disappointed, and it's mostly of the latter. And hey, it's all good, because that's what this is. But my point is I am not about to have a fucking heart attack over these sorry ass motherfuckers no more. I have shit to do. And it'd be nice to have a team around me that I'm rooting for once that ain't losing. Because it always seems and I root for the underdogs too. Bro, when I play Tecmo Bowl, I use the Saints. Who then in 1992 was the bad era.
Whoever it was.
It was the bad guy.
Mario Bates. It's fine. No, we love Mario Bates. I was gonna what was I about to ask you? I don't know. I forgot.
That's all right. We can edit all of that.
Cool.
Think about it.
Yeah. Anyway.
Mario Bates.
It's fine. We can move on.
Okay. We can move
it's all
on.
good.
All right.
Pelicans. That's what I'm saying. It's just we don't need all the turmoil. It's not sustainable for us. It's too much.
It's
too
not
much.
necessary. And when we spent all of that money, you know what really made me mad about the Pelicans? What made me mad?
First of all, I know what I want to ask you.
What?
What's up with the training staff for the Pelicans and the Saints right now? Why why are they always hurt?
Fucking no.
Why
but
they
that's what I was
always
getting
hurt?
ready to say. I was literally getting ready to say that. You know, the thing that really made me upset was, and it wasn't this year, I think it was last year, or not last year, but the year before. It was right after we had paid Zion all of that money to come in, and I would go to the games because I wanted to see him play, and all you saw was him. He was never playing. He was there, and he had this big old fucking chain on that probably cost more than my motherfucking house, and he was just sitting there. And then I would drive past Cafe Du Monde and see a whole bunch of people crowded around him. And he's sitting there eating fucking beignets and shit. And I'm like, well, what the fuck did we just spend all this goddamn money on him for? You know what I'm saying? And last year, I really became like a big, like that was last year was the year that they got me as a fan. Like I was going to the games. We were seeing each other at the games. I was going to the games. I bought a bunch of jerseys. Fucking, I was hanging out with motherfuckers at the game, and you know that was the year they went to the fucking playoffs. They got swept by OKC, just swept. It wasn't even a hard sweep either. It was an immediate. It wasn't even a broom. It was the hand broom that you take. Get that out of here. You know what I'm saying? And that was fucked up. But that was the year they got me as a fan. So. I just feel like, the coaching, there needs to be a coaching situation. You know, it's just these motherfuckers need to get their shit together. And
I say let them boys go. We don't need it, bro.
Hey, man.
You
can only deal with so much heartache.
It's a lot.
And then when you got basketball and football going at the same time.
But we can deal with the Saints. We're used to that. I'm just telling you, we can't deal with them both. I'm just telling you, it's not good. It's not healthy for the city. We gotta. I'm just telling you, it's not good.
Damn, that is not healthy.
We need a G League team or a WNBA team we can really support.
Yeah, man.
Anyway. Okay. Well, you're gonna have to find a rant today. Before we get to that,
okay. Should we take a break?
Let's take a break.
Let's take another break. We'll be right back after these messages because now I have to use the bathroom.
Okay, before we move on, we'll bring it back to the Knicks just because the Knicks did go to the finals one time.
They did go to the finals.
My lifetime.
They went to the finals. Because I was talking to him during the break and I was like, bro, you've been alive for half a century. I don't mean to put you on blast like that. But you've been alive for half a century and never have seen the Knicks win.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I saw them in the finals against my Rockets.
In the finals.
And
what happened? Then what happened in Game 4?
Game 4, they broke to OJ on the 405 in the white Bronco.
Oh man!
It was in the middle of the game.
I just want to mention that I was just in LA not too long ago, and I was driving, and I hated every second of my life.
Yeah, driving in LA is terrible.
I have never in my life seen the 405 so clear than I did on that video. You know. So yeah, man. Thoughts and prayers.
We don't want to speak. OJ's dead. We're just moving on.
Man. Look, that's what I said.
Moving on. What was next?
Oh man, thoughts. Now, welcome back to the Shadow People. I'm Nigel Hall.
I'm Derrick Freeman,
and we are now entering a segment that we like to call "Bullshit or Not."
Ta-da!
Yep. What's that? Hey, you remember that shit I sent you? That shit I sent you the other day? I think it might have been yesterday, where they sampled Drake when he was
Right.
That's what you sound
Exactly.
like, bro. Man, okay, so this segment is called Bullshit or Not, and today we are going to talk about the Grammys. I
love
would
Harvey
you like
Mason.
to start this?
Well,
Yes. Because you've already.
okay. We love Andre 3000. We love him as a hip hop pioneer and as an artist in general. But
I think he's more than a hip hop pioneer.
okay, that's fine. But we love Andre 3000 is the point. But the new Blue Sun. By the way, I went to the concert at the Orpheum. I don't know what the hell I saw, but that's another discussion. But this record, I mean, they recorded it, so technically it's a record. It's up for record of the year. Jazz record of the year and record of the year. With the Grammys.
And you have a problem with that?
An alleged legit.
You have a problem with that?
Yes.
Why?
It's some bullshit.
I don't know, man. I had to disagree with you.
Okay.
I gotta disagree with you. And here's why. Because as someone who is really into forward-thinking music, I'm really, I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but I'm really into out shit. And
Okay.
this,
I love the Chicago.
Hold on.
All right.
This to me is a step in the right direction to people starting, or at least taking the baby step to appreciating actual art again.
Okay.
I really think, as a fan of people like Sun Ra and Return to Forever, and
Which this is not. That's not.
which is not.
Okay.
Which is not.
Just clarifying.
I'm clear.
All right. I'm like,
I'm just saying that for people who are into that sort of thing, it is a step in the right direction for real music and someone's real artistry. This man did a record that nobody expected him to do, and they all looked at the motherfucker like it's like what the fuck is he on, and this, that, and the other, so forth and so on. Great. But that is his art, and that is his music, and they came from his soul, his inner being. And that is something that I appreciate. And that really, honestly, makes me feel better about the things in the music that I make. Because it's not, especially this new shit I got coming out soon.
Yeah, but okay.
It's not, hold on, let me finish. It's not, because I got you. It's not gonna be everybody's cup of tea, but it represents me at the time that I'm in right now. And your music is supposed to represent the person who you are, whatever the fuck it is. Back in 98, he was a completely different nigga. And this is 2024, he's a completely different nigga. And I appreciate that. And this, saying that it was put up for record of the year, this is news to me. I'm finding this out in real time.
Yeah.
So this actually kind of makes me happy to hear.
well, okay, but see, I think you misconstrue what I'm saying. I'm not dissing him for making the record. I agree with everything you said.
I didn't say that.
All I'm saying is, if his name was Andre Smith and he put out this record,
Right. Okay.
do you think he still would be up for record of the year? That's all I'm saying.
You want to? That's not a rhetorical answer. You want to answer?
Not really, but that's just. I'll put that out to the people. I'll put that out there to the.
Okay. Well,
to the
I
people.
think that the answer
Right.
is no.
Yes. Okay, I agree.
I think that the answer is no.
So that's why I'm saying it's bullshit.
I was
that
actually
reason.
gonna give the
For that reason.
and for that reason, I'm out.
So how can we take any of it seriously though? If that's just what it's
Well,
about.
here's
I understand he he had a lot of streams, a lot of downloads. I'm not saying it doesn't matter. And Britney Spears was up for Record of the Year one year, so it's not like it's whatever her name is, Britney Spears.
I love it. Nah, keep
She
it
was
how
up
it
for
was.
Record of the
Don't
Year
edit
one
that
year,
out.
right? So I'm saying this. I don't know how legitimate. Now, don't be wrong. Now, many of our friends are nominated this year and every year. And respect to all them. And people deserve. Lots of people have won Grammys. Lots of people deserve Grammys.
Right.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying how are we supposed to take the whole thing as a whole seriously? Like even the little categories that we strive to get put up for, right? Which is great for us in our community and all working musicians, right?
Right.
But
well, here's the thing that I've always said about the Grammys. I used to there was a part of me that felt like Tyler the Creator for a while, and I was really bitter against the Grammys and this, that, and the other. But one thing that I've learned over the years is that you don't go into creating your music or making your art with the idea of the Grammys in your mind while you're making it, because you'll never win.
yeah, of course.
Now, I've always said that I kind of feel like Eli Manning. Like I tripped over the ones I got. You know what I'm saying? But I also did not make the art that I made with the intention of winning a Grammy. I made the art that I made with the intent of making the music. A lot like.
But again, you're talking about the artist. I'm not talking about the artist, though. I'm talking about the committee. Again, you're talking about the artist and the artistry. We don't disagree about any of that.
This is my point.
Right.
Is that if you make the music for the express purpose of making the music, I believe that touches people more than what your name is and what you ever have done. And so it don't matter if the fucking committee is Snuffleupagus and fucking Cookie Monster and the Count or whoever. If the shit is dope and it really touches them to the point where they feel like they want to add you in one of the categories up for a Grammy, then you've done the job. And the fact that you even have the fact that your name is even mentioned in the names that are nominated for a Grammy or that win Grammys is, to me, really enough. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that as well.
Yeah.
I'm not really talking about from the artist perspective. Like, yeah, we all like, it's great to be acknowledged for your art from the Grammys or from whatever entity, right? Not that you make music for that. Nobody does. But again, I'm just talking about how are we as musicians supposed to take the Academy seriously about the mission that they say what the mission is to preserve the music, to move the music along, to teach the music, if it's not all based off of that. Which is fine that it's not all based off of that, but don't sell me that that's what it is if that's not what it is.
I can honestly say that in the recent years, I would say in the past 5 years, I have seen the committee do things that I did not expect them to do. And in that respect, I think
good things.
Good things.
I agree.
Not bad things.
Yeah.
Good things. And yeah, the bullshit still filters through and gets in because that's what some people like, you know? But I've seen them give credit where it is actually due. And for that purpose, I'm hopeful to know that Andre 3000's record is up for album of the year and jazz album of the year is good news for me.
For you, but so you don't think it's a slight to the jazz musicians that actually?
No, I don't.
You think it's
jazz? What the fuck?
I'm just asking. I'm not.
No. I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm just saying. I don't think so because that's what it. Okay, if you're gonna call it jazz, you know
they are calling it jazz. That's the reason.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
they call it jazz.
Right.
So jazz musicians are the most free of the bunch and can do whatever it is they want to do and call it jazz.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So whatever it is that they do, if that has been put to the forefront where it has an opportunity like it does, then I don't really see the problem. I see something happening that's good, not just for jazz musicians, not just, but for everybody, anybody that's making it, especially with the freedom that everyone has to make music now. Like, I can sit here right on this fucking laptop right here and make a record. I have been, basically. And, don't got to go nowhere to do it. So if somebody can sit in their fucking bedroom and make an album and win album of the year, that's a win for artists, consumers, and the committee, because the committee has now shown that they at least they now starting to act like they got some fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I think. I think it's good. I think it's good. I'm not gonna say.
And shout out to Harvey Mason.
And shout out to Harvey Mason and all the people that we know in the committee. Jameson Ross, all of, you know what I'm saying?
All of
Reed
them.
Wick. You know what I'm saying?
Love Reed.
I'm gonna say that it's bullshit or not. I'm gonna say it's not bullshit. And
Okay.
I'm really happy. I'm really happy to see this because, again, like I say, it's a step in the right direction. And, I hope to see more of that from them in the coming years with the music that's about to come out.
And maybe the Andre Smiths will stand a chance now.
And maybe Andre Smith, shout to Andre Smith, wherever you may be,
Right.
Put your shit out. And I urge every musician watching this shit, put your shit out, bro. Put your shit out, especially if you believe in it. If you know that it's dope, if you in your mind think that it's dope, then that's really all that it matters. Put your shit out. You know what I'm saying? So that you can work on the next thing. Because you might get album of the year one day. Who knows? But don't make your shit with the intent of, I'm gonna win album of the year, because you're probably not. Because if you're thinking that way, if you think, I'm gonna make this shit so I can be better than somebody and this, that, and the other, that's not the way to do it. That's ill intent.
Perfect.
There you go. Here we go. Here we go.
We're at our final. We're at our final segment.
Is that the final segment? Oh man. Should I start or should you start?
You should start because I'm just here.
All right.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Well, look, I want to start by saying that that this podcast is a huge avenue of therapy for me. You know how comedians kind of work out their jokes? They go out and they work out their jokes, or musicians may go to a small club and play their new songs and whatnot. I'm learning a new way of thinking, and I'm really, really trying to implement that every day as I live in this world that is forever changing. And support to me is very, I'm not going to say it's important, but it's necessary. It's necessary to support people in your life who love you and people who you respect and people who you want to see win. Everybody is doing something. Everybody has something in their life that they want to achieve. And we are fighting the good fight every day to achieve those things. And it baffles me. It baffles me how sometimes people who are doing something in their lives that is good and that they want to achieve in their life, it baffles me when other people see that and are envious and are jealous of things like that and care more about watching you fall and fail and faceplant than you succeeding. When And for instance, and I'm going to give this example because it's something that I go through. When you have family members that are in your family that are quote unquote people who you supposed to love and who's supposed to love you, can see that you are working really, really hard to do and live the person that you've always been. Let me tell you something, bro. I was born in 1981, and by 1985, I knew I was going to be a musician. Mm-hmm. All fucking bets were off. My father was a guitarist. My mother sang. My family, not everybody is, but some of us are musically inclined because we just love music. You know, even if that is the talent. I have worked very, very, very hard to get where I am in my life. And people see me and see what I do and think that it's bigger than what it is. Yeah, we're on a podcast. Yeah, we got the lights and shit like that. But this is work. It takes hard work to get this done. To do anything. It takes hard work to write a fucking song. It takes hard work to get to the airport at fucking 3 in the fucking morning when you just got off stage at 1. You know what I'm saying? And people think that something is more than it isn't because they don't live it. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It really fucking baffles me that you can have someone that's in your family that want to watch you crash and burn.
So how do you deal with that?
How do you fucking, you asking the wrong person. Mm-hmm. Because there's a part of me that really wants to fucking crash out on these people. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, in a family, regardless of whatever you've been through, my success is your success. And your success is my success. And that's what it should be. But people, I feel like because still we are different people. Whether we're family or not, whether we're blood or not, we're still different people. Mm-hmm. So your path in life, whether we blood or not, is not my path and will not be my path. That's why we are individual people. And if you are on the same path and maybe not as far as the other is, you still need to do work to get where you want to go. You need to do the work that you need to do to get where you want to be in your life. I've had to sleep out on the fucking street. I know I said this last segment, but I've had to be in places that were and around people that made me uncomfortable to get where I needed to get. But then there's work that's involved with doing that. And there are people that really truly feel that they don't have to do that because someone else already did it. So they think that it's okay for them to come in and reap all of the benefits of all of the nights that you almost were fucking frostbitten out in the fucking streets, sleeping on top of a fucking fender roads, having to lug that motherfucker through the snow to get to your next gig. They didn't have to do that. You did that. So I can just come in and just fuck that. And when you stand on that business and say, fuck that, you're the one with the fucking problem. Fuck you. Fuck you, bro. Fuck that shit. That is, I'm sweating now. That is some fucked up shit. It's just some real fucked up shit. And what it is those people
So do you
I
so you just accept it or do you cut them off?
Let me just finish this
All right.
because I'm about to answer that question.
Okay.
I am learning every day through my sobriety and through my therapy that I absolutely encourage everybody to go to fucking therapy. Everybody needs to go to fucking therapy. You just gotta fucking do it.
Yeah.
Because there's a whole bunch of shit going on inside of you that you don't fucking know about until you fucking talk about it. And yeah, you might be talking about it with other people, but them people ain't qualified to hear that shit and give you the right advice or the right the answers to your questions. Because them motherfuckers is just as fucked up as you are. Misery loves company. You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning through my therapy that all you can really do is chalk that up as mental fucking illness. It's an illness. It's a poison to be jealous and venomous. When I get, and I'm not gonna lie, there are times where I feel like I'm a hater. And I feel, honestly, that especially as an artist, there's a little bit of room for hate. And I don't mean like hate, like hatred, but I mean in terms of what am I looking at or what am I listening to that I can take from
like
this
as an emotion to use for the art. Yeah, I got you.
Make me better at what I'm trying to do.
To use it,
It's a healthy amount of
I understand
to
what you mean.
use it for you rather than against you. And all you can do is just pray for these motherfuckers, man. But keep them out of your life because you have something to offer the world. Everybody has something to offer this world and this planet. And that comes from God. And so you can't, and here's the other thing, is that art and that will and that drive, as hard as it is to do, you know what I'm talking about. It's fucking hard to do. But that will comes from nobody else but God. So how you gonna be mad at God for what he's put in place already? How can you be jealous of the vessel that he chose to do his work?
It's like being mad at the antenna.
It's like being
for picking up a radio station.
For picking up a radio station, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you? And you really have to chalk that up as like, bro, this motherfucker, oh my God, bro. Woo, it has put me, bro. And I'm obviously as animated as I am about it because I'm going through it.
Yeah.
I don't need to talk about who or what the person is because when you speak of the devil, he rears his head. The word said that. I didn't say that. Okay? But I'm saying that it's just not something that I can understand. They always say that you can't pick your family. You actually can. You actually can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I feel you on that, bro.
Yeah.
I feel you on that totally. But they always say that you can't pick your family. And, the people who I consider family, I have family that I love and that that love me. And the reason I know that is because even though I've been able to do the things that I've done and achieve some of the things that I've been able to achieve, those are the same motherfuckers that tell me when I'm fucking up, and then let me know, you a little out of pocket for that, and I may be out of pocket for even saying that on this podcast, but this is also, I want people who are watching this to realize that I'm learning how to deal with things in a new way. And the way that I learn is to talk about it. And if I'm wrong, then somebody tell me what I'm wrong about. Prove it to me. Prove to me that I'm wrong. Respectfully and with facts. You know what I'm saying? Prove to me that I shouldn't be feeling this way, and tell me what I need to do to fix it. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
If you are qualified to do so, because if you're not, I'm gonna know and I'm gonna roast you. Because I feel like that's the only way that I can get some sort of where I can feel like I've done something. You know what I'm saying? I'm just so confused at I'm just confused. And you know what somebody told me, and I'm like, this realizing things like this is painfully obvious. And somebody told me it should be liberating to know that this person who you may even be dealing with in your lives, whoever's watching, is a poison. It's a poison. And you can't control the fact. You can't control whether or not this person is affected the way that they are by it. You have to take accountability for your shit, and you have to do your shit. And being hung up on it is going to keep you from doing your shit. But going to therapy and talking about it and dealing with the problem within you is the only thing that you can do to have your side of the street always clean.
This is why I appreciate overt racism.
I'd rather you just fucking tell me.
Yeah,
just tell me. That way come out with the MAGA hat.
I know where I stand. Exactly. We good then.
So I know exactly who the fuck you are, and I know that I can stay the fuck away from you.
Thank you. Love it.
You know what I'm saying? Tell me. Let me know. I do not want to get into a conversation with you and enjoy this shit and then find out.
Exactly.
Some shit I don't want to find out. Because then I've wasted my fucking time. Don't waste my motherfucking time. Don't do that. Fuck. It's some bullshit. It's some real bullshit. It's some bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Yeah. Got it.
We back on that. That's fucking bullshit. So, if I keep talking, I'm going to sweat right through all this shit. I got on a jacket. These lights are hot.
It's all good.
I want to shout out Brown Hound Sound Pound Town.
Every time.
Every time it's going to be that, bro. I got to do it. Shout to Drew B's and the assistant DA, Danny Abel, is out here.
That's
you got anything you want to say? I know.
No, man. I'm contemplating.
But let me ask you.
No,
something.
I think it's good.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong in how I'm thinking? Tell me if I'm wrong.
Not that I'm qualified, but I don't think you're wrong. People, like you say, you can choose your family. And, that's why we choose each other. You're my family.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Just like everybody in this room is my family to me. So it is about chosen. But people, jealousy is real. People reflect and project too. Like people get jealous and pissed off about something that's not right with them, so they like to project that onto other people.
And project that on
especially
you like
family
it's your
members.
fault. And yeah, exactly.
Because they know which buttons to push or whatever. And so it's easy for them to get under your skin, which is obvious. They've gotten under your skin,
and you know what?
And it's
that's
okay.
a problem that I have.
But you expressing your real feelings is what we're talking about,
right?
And then using it right now for this platform,
right, exactly.
You're using your anger to get it out, to express your feelings. And you know what? You probably will help somebody with that, because people are dealing with this type of shit every day with
it's
incredulous. Family members or whatever.
Yeah, it is fucking amazing to me that you can spend your whole life with somebody and they care more about seeing you fall than eating. You know what I'm saying? They come up with all kind of shit and want to push your buttons because, like you said, they know that they can push them. And they use emotion and they use all of this other shit to really get under your fucking skin and try to make you feel like you not doing nothing or you not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Listen, yeah.
And that's just real fucking bullshit. It's real bullshit.
It's real bullshit. Don't gaslight people.
Don't gaslight.
Deal with your own shit.
Listen, the one thing I am really doing the best that I can to control my anger. But the one thing that will get your fucking ass beat is gaslighting. That, to me, is worthy of a physical conversation. A physical one. You know what I'm saying? This. Yeah.
Okay. That's the podcast.
My name is Nigel Hall.
I'm Derrick Freeman.
This is Derrick Freeman. You have just watched another episode
The Shadow
of
People.
The Shadow People.
We'll see y'all next time. Shout out to the Brown House Sounds.
Next time.
And no, it's cool.
All right, we out.